Oh,
That's what it is,
you know.
That's right.
1%.
Yeah.
Gotta say,
It sounds nice,
Uh-huh.
but you know.
But I gotta say,
tired of government, tired of government.
parents always telling you.
Always
Got it, college kids.
They
Gotta acknowledge it.
You know, gotta
All the fake knowledge.
All the fake knowledge.
Yeah, all the fake knowledge.
Miseducation.
That
The
miseducation.
ignorance of people. And I think
Yeah.
that's why so many Americans, and that includes all races of Americans,
What's going on in America,
They-
dude?
they
People think
believe-
Trump won. People think
they
Christians
believe-
are back in power. That's not what happens.
no, that's not, and they, and first of all, you gotta understand the game, and there's a bunch of empty threats. Like when Trump says certain things, I'm not saying he can't get rid of illegal people, but okay, then you gotta think, okay, so we're gonna arrest him, and we can't put him in all the prisons because it costs money. So how are we gonna send them back to their countries? In a bus or in a plane? That costs money too. So it's gonna cost the country too much money to send all the illegals.
That's true.
So people live in fear and intimidation, you know, because
Yeah.
they don't have papers or whatnot. So let's just say you get immigrants
Uh-huh.
that work the fields, pick grapes.
That's what still happens. That's
Pick
what happens.
lemons.
At the end of the day, that's what
So
happens.
who's gonna do the job? So he's saying, oh, citizens or whatever are gonna do. White people are gonna do. I'm not trying to be a racist. I have a lot of white friends. I'm just saying, you're not gonna do the job, and you cannot do the job. These people have been working in the fields for 30 years. So
Look.
what's gonna happen is, if that would happen, if you go back to the fields, then, okay, let me say how it works, because I know a lot of immigrants. So when they work in the fields, they don't get paid by the hour. They get paid by the pound,
Okay. Really?
right? Yeah, they don't get. It's how much do you pick, and how
Right.
much you waste. That's how you get paid. You don't get paid by the hour.
Actually that's a better way of paying because they really gonna work hard.
That's how hard you work.
Right.
Second of all, so when you're at a desk and you've been used to that for centuries,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You don't.
you're not going to work in the field
No.
getting paid by the pound and working by the sun that fries your skin.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that. And second of all, what's going to happen
That's
is,
what immigrants
so
are
you're
for,
going
right?
to make, you're not going to make as much weight. So when we go to the grocery store as citizens, here's what the problem
There's
is.
gonna be less.
It's going to be less, and it's going to be high. So a lemon
It's gonna be
that
more
you could buy
expensive.
$3 for the pound is going to cost at least 10 or 15.
That's already happening though.
That's already happening, you know. But it's going to be
It's a lot of
worse.
factors.
It's going to be so if you don't have immigrants in the United States,
The
dude,
land.
you're gonna and you think, oh, you say stupid things like they're taking my jobs, dude. They're doing the jobs you don't want. They're fucking cleaning houses,
Yeah.
fucking scrubbing toilets,
They're taking their jobs. What
jobs.
The
You
fuck,
don't want
man?
to do this.
Who
Job.
wanna do? Yeah, who wanna do the job?
What are
you
you
know?
talking about?
Like that's at the end of the day, they're just gonna like end up teaching English to the Chinese.
Yeah, it's like what?
Like the American kids nowadays, that's the only thing they know how to do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like they don't know how to work the field.
No, you don't know
They don't
that.
wanna know.
And then you're gonna be, and you gotta know what you're doing. That's why their ancestors did it too. I mean, he came from slavery, all that kind of thing. But if they have to do it, they know it's not gonna. The fruit is not gonna be ripe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay for that. I'm not gonna pay for rotten food.
Okay. Step it down a notch. Okay, let's.
Yeah.
I gotta address the American people because we've been fooled.
Fooled.
We have been fooled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By fake promises.
People were so fanatical about Trump.
Yeah.
People actually thought Trump was gonna save America.
No, that dude.
No, like people thought that.
Yeah,
Like the left
yeah.
fucked up so bad. It started to look like it was all orchestrated. Like they
Dude.
just had a feast. Like they went in, they took all the money with this USA thing. They were like, how much money should we give to, whatever country? Like they even sent money to journalists in Peru.
So I don't
right?
know.
Like millions of dollars. There was like 20, just put 21 million. What about 25? Let's just put 50 million. They were just taking the money, and yeah, they fucked up. So
Yeah.
everybody thought Trump cannot be as bad as this, right? Okay.
No, and it's funny because supposedly they're going after Mexicans, Latinos, those kind of immigrants,
What do you mean?
brown people, Latinos.
They're after who's after
Trump?
Trump?
Trump supposedly.
Supposedly, but a lot of Latinos voted
because
for Trump.
exactly a lot of
Yeah,
mostly
Latinos
men
voted for Trump.
Latinos.
Because immigrants, non-immigrants, if the country's broke, everybody's
Yeah,
fucked.
so it's like, and you
But-
know what bothers me
Yeah.
is, okay, I get it. Trump lied.
Yeah.
Most of the things he says he's not gonna do it
Now we
unless,
see
only
that.
for the rich class. He's doing it for Elon Musk and things because he's
No,
really behind the whole thing.
What I think is this, too. Like, Trump was supposed to be defending, American values and
Yeah,
Christianity.
yeah,
and
that
he's
was
supposed
a
to be
lie.
against the progressiveness.
He was supposed to.
And he was. He was, because he was working for those donors at that
right
time,
at
right?
that he sold
Right.
out to
Right.
Trump sold
and
out.
then Elon Musk waited
Yeah,
for Trump's
for the
peak,
second time around. That's
and
what
then, and then he
paid-
said, "Okay, so now everybody's believing in Trump.
Right.
That's my best bet."
Yeah, I
and then
think.
he went in and bought Trump.
Uh-huh.
But Elon Musk's not even American.
No.
Like, he's all the way for globalism, and he's gonna
Yeah.
sell his technology to the world.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a competition.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not,
I mean, we're talking about the richest man in the world. I
Yeah.
mean, what does this dude want more? He's like almost worth $3 trillion.
Yeah.
So he's not even, at this point, he's not even doing it for money.
No.
I think he's just doing it for power.
It's part of the.
And
I mean, yeah. It's hard
it's,
to tell.
yeah,
about
it's like, dude,
ambition.
it's like this dude wants to be like Hitler or something. I don't know what's going on.
Probably Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
I don't know.
But look, Christians have been fooled. American
yeah,
nationalists have been fooled.
Yeah, that's
Right.
another. That's, but I think.
Even the people have been fooled because they were like, I'm voting for my wallet. I
Yeah,
want money. I
yeah.
want the
It's
country
like
to
they
be
voted.
rich.
They voted for themselves, not for
Yeah.
the whole picture. And I think, like, I watch a lot of videos and things. People are like literally crying that voted, and they're like, "Oh, they voted for Trump," and they're, "Oh, I made a mistake." But they just start crying, and
That they
I'm
voted-
losing my house.
That they voted for Trump.
Yeah, or the Mexican guy whose parents are still alive and they're like illegal, but he's not because of the 14th Amendment.
Because he was born on American soil?
Yeah, so the parents came supposedly illegally, even though
They
to me,
kicked their
the-
parents out of the country.
no, so they kicked the parents out, as old people, but he's still here working.
With no
the United-
parents and-
Yeah, with no parents, so he's all crying. But that dude voted. The parents even supposedly, or he
Okay, but
voted.
I need facts. So has there been like a mass deportation or something?
There had like in
There has
places,
been, right?
yeah, in like Boston, in
There's been a mass
different
deportation.
places. Yeah, I mean, but
So
there
about-
was with Obama too.
Yeah.
You know, it was about 3 million immigrants.
Well, the thing is that it's clear that Elon Musk has his own personal goals and ambitions for the world,
Yeah,
and now he pretty much owns
he's
America.
a dictator.
Yeah, I mean,
That dude is like, you could just tell.
but he's been working his politics right because
Yeah,
people do respect him.
Yeah,
and
he
people
knows. He
think
knows.
he's
He
on
knows
the-
what he's doing.
That now people are like totally excited with this Trump Musk like collaboration, and they think okay, this is my analysis. Okay, let me take off my hat just for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think we grew up in the 90s,
Yeah.
2000s. Back
Yeah.
then it was all about Hollywood, movies,
Mhm.
music. If you were from LA, you're in the music business. You're an actor. Everybody respected that shit, right?
Right.
There was no internet. People were like pretty stupid actually. There was no knowledge. People they didn't read and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you were a rich guy that went to college and got all the access to the knowledge, like people were stupid, believing in Hollywood and shit. Now people are not as stupid because of the internet and shit, I guess. And now Hollywood's gone down.
But-
And
but-
big tech was like,
But it's the internet is.
Yeah, that's a double.
It's a double-edged sword
That's
because
it,
you can
man.
learn things, but they also have rules. And if we, like, say, if we,
It could be a tool for control too.
it could be for control. It could be used.
And they
you
can
know,
know your information, and now pretty
I
much
know.
China has access to all the records of everybody in America. Like,
Yeah,
like
oh,
in terms
yeah.
of war, like how safe is it that they can have access to all your information and all your?
It's more like I feel like it's like not physical war now. I feel
Yeah.
like it's more
It's about
digital,
mind control.
digital
yeah.
war.
And also like about mind control.
Yeah, it's
Like,
about
they wanna get the
but it's
people to-
always been about manipulation.
Yeah.
Always, it's never changed.
Yeah.
But
But now
but
the
now
means
with the
are different.
digital media and with
It's much
TikTok
more
and
effective
things
now.
like that.
It's much more effective.
It's like you could be manipulated a
But
whole
now,
easier.
but now it's gotta be like more subtle or something, like because it's not like before it was just Hollywood it was more centralized.
Right.
Now we got like everybody's consuming different types of entertainment.
Right.
But I think they still got a hold of the internet. Like they're still controlling what we see, kind of.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
They have rules. You can't say certain things. You can't.
And they know who to promote.
Right.
Like this
right.
thing about the algorithm shows you what
Yeah.
you most watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sends you in some way, but they've got like 8 different. Like if you see some Christian content, it's gonna give you more Christian content, but it's still filtered. It's like
Yeah.
the ones that they want to show you.
It's they
Right.
pick. It's like they're gonna.
Like why isn't my content after whatever. People's gonna say because it doesn't have enough views and shit.
No,
but if they would put it, then it would have the views,
Right. They
fuck.
just like they So we just say the word fuck. It's like.
They're gonna
But
take
I've
it
seen
down,
I've seen and they're like, oh, you shouldn't use no cuss words on YouTube or whatever because they're not gonna capitalize on that.
Really?
But I've seen the biggest channels. I've seen
Yeah,
some
me
people
too.
use the word
it.
fuck.
Everybody.
But it's okay for them to say it.
No,
So
the
they
thing
pick
is
and
that,
choose.
No. Well, yes, that's one thing. But the other thing is that when you're such a big channel, you have different income streams. So maybe YouTube can demonetize your video, but you're still selling T-shirts and stuff on the back. So like or books or like most podcasters sell their books or their coaching programs,
Yeah.
or just people subscribe to their channel. If they
Right.
subscribe, they cannot demonetize you because
Right.
the money from the subscription goes straight to you. So the demonetization works like you don't get money from ads revenue. Like maybe one of the big channels they say fuck, maybe that video was demonetized, but you can still you don't really need YouTube to pay you.
No, you
Right.
could have a subscription to make something. You could actually take them to a different site where
And
they
have
have
them buy a
Zoom.
book or something.
And yeah,
Zoom,
they
like
could
a private
you have your own
subscription.
show.
That's what I do. Like my shows on Zoom, and it's a private show. Only subscribers.
Yeah, and it's like you can pay for the classes or whatever it may be.
Or I choose, yeah. Or I say you're invited, you're invited, you're invited.
Yeah.
You know.
So it
Like some
depends.
people are so desperate just to be live. They're like, just say go
No.
live on YouTube, thinking people just gonna come.
Yeah, so
There's that's the dark side of Twitch,
right, it is. It definitely. So
Okay, I'm gonna take a big over.
all right.
Okay, let's do one more.
All right.
I'm fucking sweating, man. Let's talk about marriage now.
Here we
Right?
go.
Yeah.
Are we gonna make up from yesterday?
We gotta acknowledge it.
All right.
Man, it's hot in here, dude.
Oh, it's fucking hot.
It's a cold. It's a cold. Fucking fat, dude. I gotta stop eating burgers, man.